Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Minerals Live. Got the full complement here today.
Hi folks.
Yep.
How we doing?
Oh, we're very busy.
Yes, we are.
busy, yep.
Oh,
Coming down to the final countdown here, Tucson 2020.
Yep.
Busy packing rocks.
Yep, we got a lot of rocks we'll be taking down to Tucson. Shouldn't be surprised to anybody.
Exactly.
Yep.
If the whole vault room is just packed up with flats, hardly anything on the shelf anymore.
And the back vault room as well. We've got rocks
taking
everywhere.
it all. Yep. No matter what you're looking for, we'll have it.
Yep. So the wholesale guys were out today, right?
Yep.
They have departed.
They hit the road yesterday, and I guess they're arriving today, or
They went this morning.
They
went this morning early.
Yeah. Gotcha. So down there
Zach
yep.
had to catch up to the early birds. They
they just left without.
They just left without him.
They?
They hit the road.
Yeah, our wholesale crew is very chop when it comes to shows. They know how to get her done. So.
Well, they got a lot of stuff to do down there for sure.
They do. Yeah.
When you're setting up that first location that opens up for our company, all of the minerals, Keystone, and all of the flats that they bring down there, it's semi-trailer truckload.
Yep.
Plus some.
Yep. Goes into this this little 2-unit facility right here at 1801 Oracle.
Yep, there it is. It's looking extremely clean, organized. That must either be before or after the show.
And this building, if you're not familiar, it fronts onto Lester Street, and it's right at the corner of Lester and Oracle. And if you go a little further down Lester Street, you'll get to our building for the
Mineral City, right down the street.
So they're very close by to each other.
I will promise you, it will not look like this. You see it this year. Don't be afraid. There will be a parking lot that's fully paved
and landscaping.
All ceiling tiles will be installed. There'll be landscaping. Yeah, it's going to be fabulous.
Totally uptown.
Yep. Those who weathered the storm last year and braved it early on, I can assure you it is all done.
It's all done.
Yep. And we'll be there starting on January 30th, possibly even the 29th, depending on how setup goes.
This is the slide you gave me for it.
Yep. So our Sun Gemstone Warehouse is going to be open, I've been told, on the 27th. And some of you folks who maybe are already going to be down there or dealers out there and you want to pop your head in on that weekend, I think you might be able to go do that. Talk to Jen and Craig, and I bet they'll let you set some stuff aside.
Yeah. And it's definitely worth doing because they have a bunch of new material. And it's actually quite impressive, the pile of material that they generated prior to the show.
Yeah.
They have pallet after pallet of brand new material, so you're going to want to go by the Sun Gemstone Warehouse at the corner of Oracle and Lester Street.
You can't miss it. We got 2 units right on the corner there. Look for this sign. Look for the sale logo. And Craig will be there. This hombre will be there with lots and lots of flats. That is a small part of our flat empire there.
Yep.
And he was pointing out something.
Shop early, shop often. That's our wholesale mantra. Make sure you shop early, shop often. And then this is our adjacent unit here. Jennifer Quist is going to be there ready to help you out with some wonderful Keystone minerals. So we'll have 2 Keystone venues. We'll have Mineral City as well as this unit at Sun Gemstone.
And watch out for the security guard.
Yeah, she looks tame, but she will tackle you if you try to grab a Keystone rock.
8th degree black belt, I understand.
And she's not from Wuhan.
No.
I want to emphasize.
I was in Wuhan like a month and a half ago. Yeah, now I have a sore throat, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna die, guys. It's been good knowing you.
Nice.
I'm moving over as we speak.
put the mask on.
No, they are screening people that have origins of flights from Wuhan.
I've heard that. Yeah. So hopefully I was ahead of all that.
I'm sure you were.
Wuhan you were quite a bit ahead.
Yeah.
Although you could have brought it in there.
Yeah, I'm
hanging weight. I'm
an early contagion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh goodness!
Anyways.
And if you're lucky, you'll show up at the right time when George is barbecuing
That's
up
true.
some weenies here.
If you buy 100 pounds of fluorite slabs, you might get a hot dog.
There you go.
That looks.
They got Sonoran dogs in Tucson. This is the Quist dog.
That's
a Quist dog. Whoa. So they're always having a good time over there at Wholesale.
Yep.
So
Yep.
definitely stop by for no other reason, just to socialize, and then head over and see Steve and I.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Come to
Well,
the
they
good
have
stuff.
thousands of mineral specimens there at the
Mm-hmm.
Sun Warehouse,
Yep.
some Gemstone Warehouse. It's
Yep.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing inventory.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, as Phil said, Mineral City right next door.
Yeah, next up on the list, Mineral City 2020. It's 3 buildings this year, so we've expanded the show to about 50 dealers. We are in the original building, so our spot hasn't moved for those of you who came last year. We've got this very nice, spacious room here. We've got about 10 display cases, all half-price Keystone Minerals, couches to hang out, and there's going to be some new buildings as well.
Yes.
I think we've got an overview there. Yeah, so we are in the corner of Building A, so where that left arrow is, kind of below the A is where we're going to be. But you can see we've added Building B to the left with about 5 or 6 dealers, I think. We've added Building C with another like 20 dealers or something like that.
Yep. And that is far more along than last year's effort.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, this was taken just a few days ago.
Right.
Yep, it's looking good.
Yep.
Everybody's got their own entrance, nice little awning. Parking, I've been told there's going to be plenty of parking in the neighborhood.
Yep.
So if you get there and it's busy, don't be discouraged. There is parking. You may have to park a little bit down the street, but there is parking.
Absolutely. Let's see.
And you can always take Uber.
Yep, you can always take Uber.
Brilliant idea. But anyway, let's see.
There might even be food trucks. Graham was talking
Yes.
about the possibility of some food, which would be nice. So that'll be a place to hang out for the day.
Absolutely.
You know, one of the things I'd mentioned is that when you show the picture of the inside of Phil's space there at Mineral City,
Yes.
lovely
We'll go back to
showroom. If you walk into his showroom here, there is a room that you can't really see
No.
from these photos.
It's a secret
But
room.
it's to the left rather than to the right, because to the right you walk into some glass display cases and might injure yourself.
Yep.
So if you go around the corner from this room, unit number 9, and enter the side entrance, which I think heads down towards Stolowitz and other people.
Yep,
down
yep.
that
Our
aisle.
friends from the Focal Crystal
Yeah.
and Green Mountain Minerals are right around the corner. But
Right.
you'll see a door on your right.
Yep.
The first door on your right.
And we will have a special sneak preview of all of our high-end minerals for this year's Tucson show. While Richard and I will have 2 glass cases set up with highlights of what we're going to be presenting up at Westward Look and at the main show. And we'll also be able to, we have a couple safes back there. We'll pull out some other things to show you if you want to come back and look. I think you'll have a good time, and it was so fascinating the first year with a building that was completely in disarray at the beginning of the show. How many collectors came out, looked at Mineral City, and were interested to add minerals to their collection from the location.
It was really a who's who of a lot of prominent names in the collecting world. All the same folks that you see at Westward Look, I think, really made an effort to come to Mineral City.
Yeah. And so this year we're going to be doing our pre-Westward Look preview out at Mineral City. So come by, take a look. You can see the door.
That door
I
right
found
there.
the picture with the door.
There it is.
Yeah, there's a picture with the door. However,
Yeah.
we're going to have a big roll-up door on this far end of this room that will let you in to see the retail material. And we'll have signage out there. You won't be able to miss us.
Right.
Yep, you'll see our roll-up banners out there in
Yep.
case you get a little lost. So we're super easy to find, and we're going to have some really fantastic examples of all our best minerals, best new finds.
And if you need a subscription to the mineralogical record, right outside our
That's
room
true.
will be the booth.
Dr. Chris Stefano, I was talking to him on the phone the other day. He will be stationed at a table outside of our room, ready to talk to you about the MinRack. And answer all your, between Chris and I, if you got any weird, rare, strange minerals, we're there for you.
Yeah.
Very good. So you want to give a little bit of highlight of some of the things that we're going to be
Let's do.
debuting at the show?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Start off with, I guess, the La Marita Wulfenites.
We have been so fortunate over the last year to have been involved in digging for Wulfenite specimens at the La Morita mine in Chihuahua, Mexico. And they are turning out some amazing Wulfenite specimens. We're really excited we're going to have these behind the scenes at Mineral City. Some will be on display up at both the Westward Look and the main show. I think Phil may even have some. Will you have some Keystone?
I will, yeah. I will have an entire display case of fantastic La Morita Keystone Wulfenites, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the great prices on these, great variety, representations from each of the 4 major pockets.
Yeah.
So really make sure you try to get to Mineral City early, whether you're a dealer or you're a collector, and we'll have them at all price levels.
Yes.
Really top museum quality pieces down to very affordable specimens.
And the cool thing about them is each pocket that they've encountered so far has a little different look. So some of the early pockets had mimetite, like the first picture Richard showed, have a little mimetite association, even though this wasn't from pocket number 1.
Right.
But it does show that it has a mimetite association. And then there was like a white mineral, phosphohedyphane, we believe.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's confirmed.
I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it is phosphohedyphane.
Yeah, so the white matrix that gives a beautiful contrast.
Nice contrast.
And there's not many of these pieces in existence. Very few of them crystallized in association with this phosphohedyphane. So it's pretty cool. There we have some nice pieces of it. If you want to get one, see us early down here in Tucson. And then pocket number 4 had just some amazing crystal size, great color, great luster, and nice translucency to transparency. So the Wulfenites from here are really a must-see, and we've asked us when you're at either Westward Look or at the preview at Mineral City to see what's behind the scenes, because we have several flats of real killers. Yeah.
And what do we have here? Ooh.
Nice down the gorse fluorite.
Yes.
So we will have some special kind of unique worldwide specimens as well. And this is one of those very fine example of completely so-called optical transparent fluorite from down the gorse.
Then there was a great batch of new Bornonites.
Some wonderful pieces. We're really excited. These require a fair amount of cleaning to dress them up to look as beautiful as these. And the lab has been very busy since the Denver show. We only had a handful of them ready for Denver, and now we've got a very nice batch of great Bornonite specimens. And I was fortunate enough to look at another dealer's inventory here recently that was known for things from Bolivia. And I'm very proud to say that the pieces we've got out of the big lot that we acquired are the best I've ever seen. They're just fantastic Bornonites from Bolivia. And so you want to come take a look at what we have here. We'll have some on the shelf at the preview at Mineral City, and we'll also have them at both Westward Look and the main show.
And that's another thing that we'll have in both wholesale flats and some great Keystone specimens as well in Mineral City.
And of course, Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, please.
Yeah, we do have a new small group of ferberite with some sphalerite crystals and bright quartz. They're really lovely pieces, and we will have these at all of our locations as well.
Yeah, very showy pieces, great quality for ferberite. Make sure you ask about these.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then, of course, do we... we'll hold this one off until we're talking about the main show.
Sure.
So
save the surprise.
Yep, and there's still a fair amount of nice things from the Gerhard Wagner collection.
There are, I think you guys have made a really nice selection. It sounds like
yes.
Of some Wagner collection
if you're looking for great tourmalines and really well selected worldwide specimens, you'll want to see what we're bringing from the Gerhard Wagner collection. Just really, really wonderful tourmaline specimens, worldwide classics, and very high quality. Gerhard has a good eye, and things from his collection are always have been well selected, and we're very proud to offer them to here in Tucson. We also have some killer things from the Proctor Family Trust collection as well that will be on display at our various venues in Tucson. We'll have some at the preview opening, and then also at Westward Look in the main show.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Some of the wonderful golds from the Proctor collection, and
Absolutely.
some great Malcon tourmalines too. Those of you who saw our nice Malcon display in our vault at the Denver show this past fall, we'll have some wonderful pieces, matrix specimens, and single crystals
Right.
from the Malcon.
Yep. And of course, some fantastic new Elk Creek barites. This one is super unusual.
Yeah,
Never seen another one like it.
It really
the
is.
The picture doesn't really do it justice.
These concretions are so amazing. They're very tight openings in the concretions, and our lab guys have to really work hard to isolate the pocket and the calcite and barite specimens, producing really world-class display quality pieces. This is a super piece. You can tell by the way it's been lit here to show a little bit of the backlighting how absolutely gemmy these barite crystals are. They're kind of a beer bottle color on bright yellow calcite. Just lovely. And this year we found one of the most amazing, highly lustrous, absolutely perfect gemmy crystals that I've ever seen from there. It will be in our preview opening. I'm sure it won't last very long. It's just a killer from the Elk Creek area. American classic.
Yep.
Don't miss us.
Once again, don't miss the preview, January 30th to February 3rd.
Yep. And of course, after the Mineral City show and the preview, we are moving up to the Westward Look Resort. Let me see if I can find the right picture.
Moving up the hill.
Get back on track here. As far as I
Sunset
really
photo.
need bigger icons. My eyesight is just not good
or a
enough.
set
There
of
we go.
glasses.
We got
Oh, now,
action
Steve. That's a low blow.
action packed show today.
So
we
we're
go.
up at the Westward Look,
Right.
and we'll be here. Richard and I are going to do a soft opening on the 5th and 6th of February. That means we'll move from our preview location at the Mineral City show up to the Westward Look, and we'll have our door cracked a little bit. We're in Building 34, and we're in room 311, as you can see there. And you'll want to stop by and see what we have. We'll have 6 glass display cases just chock full of specimens. Really excited to present the things this year to you. And I know you'll be pleased with the offerings this year. Very attractive pieces, and quite unusual.
Yep. It's a pretty place, too, the Westward Look Resort. So it's a great place to come up and spend the day, have lunch in the restaurant, and it's really a nice day spent up there.
It's a fun
Or
social
two.
spot.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you come up on one of the days, like Saturday is always the collector day up in the lobby, you can see a beautiful collection that's on display up there in the lobby.
Local Tucsonians will be showing off their best minerals this year, which will be fun. And Sunday evening, there's always a nice program with a speaker and refreshments and whatnot. So don't miss it.
Absolutely.
Lots of things going on up there.
You betcha.
And the show actually runs from February 7th through the 10th, I believe.
That's
there
correct.
you
Yeah, I
go.
think the Monday, the 10th is the last day.
And we are one of the few dealers that stays open all day on the 10th.
That's
there
right.
for
I
you.
think about
That's right,
yeah.
5 o'clock we start to tear down there, but
We're there for you. If you're coming into town that last week and you still want to catch the Westward Look, we'll be there for you.
That's
Yep.
right.
so don't be discouraged. A lot of people pack up early, halfway through the
They're
day.
gone.
They start packing her up.
And fortunately, the Super Bowl is the weekend before the Westward Look show this year.
No
So
conflict.
that won't be any interruption.
Yeah.
So.
Although we won't
Come
be
on
able to watch it on the big screen in our room.
No, we've been told by the promoter of the Mineral City show there will be no television, no cable TV access. So
Wow.
we've got to figure out a way to watch
see
it
what
on
we
our
can do.
own. Yeah. I don't know about that.
Do we have any
promoter.
favorites in this year's Super Bowl?
No. I bet Mary Kay, one of our loyal viewers, has
Yes,
it.
I bet she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine Kansas City's high on her list.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You think their offense is capable of?
Oh, I think so. I think this is going to be a very competitive game.
Yep.
I think it'll be a good one.
Okay.
One for the ages.
One for.
I think I'll be DVRing this so I can watch it when I go home.
Yeah.
There you go. And then last but not least.
Yes,
if I can figure out where I'm at here.
Moving over
to
move to the
TJMS.
Tucson Convention
Yeah,
Center,
it's a nice view of the TJMS.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Kind
Tucson
of
Merchandise Mart there.
the back door.
Convention Center.
Yeah.
I can figure out where the next picture. There it is. There.
There we
Ah,
go.
there
There's
you
the
go.
entrance. Yep.
Yep, you can come buy your ticket and roll on into the Tucson Convention Center.
You don't want to miss it. It's quite an event. Let's see. I'm going to keep leaning in on you here, Phil.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
Okay.
We got a lot of slides to queue up here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this year is going to be really a year you don't want to miss the TJMS show. The theme is world-class minerals, and I know a number of museums are bringing very special things, collectors. We will have some very special exhibits as well that I think play well into the world-class theme.
Right.
Yeah.
And
we are going to display, for most of you, the very first time. If you didn't come to Denver, you're going to see perhaps the finest tourmaline ever found at the Malkan pegmatite deposit in Russia. Just a fantastic tourmaline specimen, and that'll be on display in our booth. Additionally, in our booth, we're going to have the Three Amigos.
we will have the Three Amigos. Yes, these guys hail from the state of Arizona, and they are the largest surviving silver boulders from the United States. Pretty amazing find. This was made in 2018 by several prospectors. And these guys, the largest in the center there, weighs hair over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And combined, these have a weight of almost 9,000 ounces of silver.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and found so recently.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, really incredible.
People
Just,
prospecting,
to
I'm
show
sure,
ya.
did some research
Yep.
and came across just some amazing, huge silver boulders. So these will be right in the center of our booth. When Richard showed that overview a second ago of what the hall looks like, our booth is on the left, and there's three cases there, black display cases. This display of the Three Amigos silver from Arizona will be dead center where that third centermost case is there in our booth.
You won't be able to miss it.
Nope.
Can't miss it.
Nope.
And the Trident tourmaline from the Malkan deposit, this really fantastic tourmaline specimen, will be just to the left of that as well. So we're going to have some killer things in the booth.
There might even be something or which I'll leave as a surprise to the listeners, but I can guarantee it will impress you.
And one of the other things we're going to be doing this year that we haven't ever done before is that we're going to be showing you our new website.
Yes.
Both the traditional website remade for selling minerals, and we're also going to be showing our reserve website, which is our very finest mineral specimens that we have available. The two websites will be demonstrated in a booth, a little mini booth at the back of our show display.
Yep. So make sure you come by, ask us about the website. We'd love to show you some of the features.
Right. Ask to see Trevor.
Ask to see Trevor.
Yep.
The man behind the curtain will be there. He's our new young tech guru, and he'll be there to demonstrate all the fabulous features of our new website.
Absolutely. And of course, the only picture I could find of our other helper, Tina, she wasn't being very
wow. That's uncharacteristic
cooperative
for her.
Yeah, she just
had a long day at the TJMS. I guess
must have. Yeah.
Was there snoring involved? Or?
No, she just didn't want her picture taken that day.
Well. Yeah, that was right before her wedding too. So
that's true. Yeah, this was the year before. She wasn't. She wasn't with us last year. So.
We can assure you, her and Zenzen are very friendly, and they would love to talk to you in English or Mandarin.
Yes,
and
exactly.
help you out with your mineral needs.
Absolutely. And of course, there's always. Let's see. This is where the competitive cases are, back by the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Not too far from our real estate there.
Yep.
Yeah. So on your way to the blue, you can check out the competitive exhibits. There should be some good ones this year.
Oh, absolutely. There always are.
Yep.
I don't know who's competing for Decetels.
I've heard a rumor in the grapevine. I haven't heard a name, but I've heard that it's somebody who, and I quote, could crush exhibit from last year.
Holy
so that's
cow.
got to be some good rocks.
Oh, that's some
Because I
good
thought
rocks.
Irv's case was one of the best in the show last
Oh,
year.
it was
Right.
fantastic.
I don't
He
know
had
who
great
this
things.
person is. I have a couple ideas, but I have a feeling that there will be at least one case of
Wow.
some superlative minerals.
So
think
you're
it's-
not putting your display in this year.
I may or may not be putting a few rocks in. So the young mineral collectors are going to have 10 cases, believe it or not.
No
at
way.
Holy
TJMS.
cow.
Yeah, Lauren McGaw has got 10 cases. And
Oh, that's
I was
great.
asked
Wow.
to participate, and I said, sure, what the heck, I'll put a couple things in.
Very
So
good.
they'll be all different themes, and yep, you'll definitely want to check it out at
Well,
TJMS.
that's awesome.
Yep.
I'll look forward to seeing those displays.
Yeah,
and the
it'll be
special
fun.
displays are really worth going to see by themselves. Not only the Collector's Edge booth and all the beautiful things we're going to have, but the special exhibits at the TGMS show are just off the chain.
Right.
And this year, especially with the show theme, with they will be putting the best foot forward. You will see a lot of killer minerals. So
Yep.
if you can extend your stay in Tucson and let it include the TGMS show, it's definitely a must-see this year, with world-class minerals being the theme.
Yep. And of course, Brian Swoboda and gang will be ever present down there,
Oh,
as
yeah.
always.
There's our friend Bob Jones. He
Yep.
was on Minerals Live not too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can always come by and put the
Now this group of girls was 2 years ago as well. This
Was this
quite
a
interesting.
theme, or they just had their own theme?
Yeah.
They have their own theme going on. I
I
think.
can't remember
Interesting.
what they called
Okay.
themselves, but it was some kind of fashion statement they were trying
Okay.
to make,
And they made it.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
definitely unique. Interesting.
it was quite the
Going
deal.
back to the Middle Ages.
And of course, Mike Hollenbeck will be
Yeah.
down there to tell you about how good his minerals are.
Our friend Mr. Hollenbeck, he's
Yeah.
the president of the
Yes.
TGMS,
Yes.
I think, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yep, he's a big part of that show now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Big deal. So
Yep.
beautiful show. You don't want to miss it. And after the end of this whole 3-week
You
period,
might feel like this.
this is about how we feel.
Yeah.
That's poor Jen Jen at the end. I think 2 years ago at the show.
Yeah.
She was just done. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard when you're
It's a long 3 weeks.
out of
Yeah,
your
it's fun.
country and over here working hard
Yeah.
for multiple weeks. It's not easy.
nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in your own country, this isn't easy.
Yep.
But we do it for you.
That's
Do
right.
it for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to seeing you. So we've got a lot of venues, a lot of new minerals to look at. I think you'll have a lot of fun with the Collector's Edge this year in Tucson.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
And please get a hold of us. You know our emails, our phone number. If you have questions about where we're going to be, parking, etc., let us help you out, because
Yep.
we'd love to see you.
And just like ordering minerals from the Collector's Edge at minerals@collectorsedge.com, you can also send us comments if you want to know how you can get a hold of us. Or we'll give you
Yep.
our cell phone number and be
Right.
happy to coordinate your visit to any one of our rooms.
Yep. Absolutely.
So-
Even make a couple restaurant recommendations if
Yeah.
you want.
Yep. Give you
We're
the
good for that.
local lay of the land.
Yep. We're down there long enough every year. We've kind of learned most of the restaurants in Tucson. So anyway, but thanks for everybody for watching. We can't wait to see you. It's,
Yeah.
it's hard to believe it's already upon us, but
It's here, Tucson
The
2020.
yep.
January 30th, both areas at Mineral
Mineral
City
City.
will be open up. Our special preview and the Keystone Room will be
Right.
ready to roll.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll see you then.
We'll see
That's
you
right.
then.
Sounds good, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and
See you in Tucson.
we'll see you in Tucson.